Well, Shabbat Shalom. I thought rather than doing a Sabbath morning chat, I would do a Sabbath evening chat tonight. I hope that that will bless you as we're, at least here in Oregon, we're in August, so the night is beginning earlier and earlier for Shabbat. It's Friday night, August what is today, the 12th? Friday night. August the 12th. It is now the 19th Shabbat that has begun as the sun set tonight, the 19th Shabbat of the Hebrew Shemitah year. And it's also, we just entered the 9th of Av, going into the 10th of Av. This is a time of great destruction. If you go to Jeremiah chapter 52, I think it's Jeremiah 52, let me check here. Yeah, Jeremiah 52 in verse 12. It says, "Now in the fifth month, in the 10th day of the month, which was the 19th year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came Nebuzaradan, captain of the guard, which served the king of Babylon, into Jerusalem. And they burned the house of Yahweh, and the king's house, and all the houses of Jerusalem, and all the houses of the great men burned he with fire." And it continues to detail the destruction of the temple. It actually occurs on the 10th of Av, the 10th day of the 5th month. So this season marks a great period of destruction. But if you go to Zechariah chapter 8, it details the different fast days that the Jews were celebrating, and of course one of them fell in the 5th month to mark this time. But if you go to Zechariah chapter 8, starting in verse 18, it says, "And the word of Yahweh Sabaoth came unto me, saying, Thus saith Yahweh Sabaoth, or Yahweh of hosts, the fast of the 4th month, and the fast of the 5th, and the fast of the 7th, and the fast of the 10th, shall be to the house of Judah joy and gladness, and cheerful feasts. Therefore love the truth and peace." There will come a time when Yahshua, the King of Israel, is ruling and reigning from Jerusalem. And these fasts that the Jews have been keeping for thousands of years, that have been times of mourning, will be transformed into times of joy and a cheerful feast. So even this most destructive time that the Jews remember, Yah is going to wipe that away and replace it with joy. And that reminds me a lot about Revelation 21 and 22, where it says he will wipe away all the tears from our eyes, all the tears from our face. I think it's important to remember that Yahshua, he's in the business of redemption, of redeeming. That's what he does. And he redeems not only our lives by his blood and through his spirit, but he redeems even these destructive times, such as the temple. Or when we've had our lives of sin, he blots it out with his blood and replaces it with the resurrection power of him, and the remembrance, the memory of him delivering us from our sins, so that we don't have to dwell on our past anymore. And in the same way, he does this even historically, as we see that the temple was destroyed during this time, and Yahshua is going to turn this season into one of joy and cheerfulness. Hallelujah. It's been another week of struggles again, but Yah has been faithful in all that he's done. It was really good preaching with Jerry last Shabbat. I didn't even think we were going to be able to preach, just because Jerry got so sick with his throat and ears. But healing came upon him, and literally as I was preaching, he said his voice had returned to him, and so he was able to preach after me. And it was a huge testimony to me, just with his strength and endurance. I've had a wonderful, actually I'm in the middle of having a fellowship with my friends in Canada, having a wonderful fellowship with them. And just remembering that he is faithful. Yahshua is faithful. Through all the trials and tribulations that we go through all the problems, he is faithful. And just like I read here in Zechariah, he transforms even our worst sorrows, our worst memories, into joy and cheerfulness. Oh. This is Daniel John Lee with Torah Restoration Ministries. Website is www.spiritandtorah.com. Shabbat Shalom.